Hi and welcome to the latest Ancient Egypt news from the 4th week of July. Citizens of 118 countries are now eligible to obtain visas on arrival at Egyptian airports, Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Sherif Fati said recently, as the government prepares to launch an upgraded digital visa system next month to reduce airport congestion. In a phone interview, Minister Fati said the previous process, under which travellers purchased a visa sticker and paid the visa fee upon arrival, will be replaced by a QR code-based system. The new system allows travellers to purchase the visa up to 48 hours before arrival, he said, adding that tour operators may complete the procedures on behalf of their clients. Egypt also operates an e-visa system that enables eligible travellers to apply and complete the required procedures online before travelling, the minister said. Fati noted that the visa system is being comprehensively upgraded, but that authorities have yet to decide whether the updated platform will be introduced early or mid-August. The two systems will operate in parallel, he said, explaining that the measure is intended to reduce queues and congestion at Egyptian airports. The nationalities eligible for visas on arrival are selected according to several criteria, including security and tourism considerations and the principle of reciprocity, Fati added. He also said that a multi-agency government working group determines which nationalities qualify for the different visa facilitation schemes. Egypt currently provides simplified visa arrangements to citizens of as many as 180 countries through its different schemes, according to the minister. The current number is very good, he said, adding that the government aims to extend further visa facilitations to more nationalities. The announcement follows Egypt's preparations to launch a digital visa on arrival platform, initially at Cairo International Airport, before expanding gradually to other airports. Under agreement signed in May, eligible travellers will be able to submit their details through self-service airport kiosks, a website or a mobile application, pay visa and service fees electronically, and receive a QR code to be scanned by passport officers upon arrival. The system is intended to shorten processing times, reduce airport congestion, and improve visitors' arrival experience. Egypt has steadily expanded entry facilitation since 2022. Previous arrangements allowed citizens of more than 180 countries to obtain visas under various conditions, including holding a valid, previously used visa from countries such as the US, the UK, Canada, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, or a Schengen state. Egypt also introduced a 5-year multiple entry visa in 2023, while offering special facilities to selected nationalities and travellers arriving at destinations including Sharm el-Sheikh and Taba. The digital upgrade forms part of Egypt's strategy to attract 30 million tourists annually by 2031 through improved airport services, expanded accommodation capacity, and easier travel procedures. Egypt received a record 15.7 million tourists in 2024, while arrivals reached 8.7 million in the first half of 2025, up 23 to 24% year on year. At the Quesna Necropolis in Menufia, an Egyptian archaeological mission from the SCA, the Supreme Council of Antiquities, has uncovered a funerary complex that reveals important evidence of burial practices, religious beliefs, and cultural and commercial exchanges during the late and Greco-Roman periods. The discovery, made during ongoing scientific excavations at the site, includes a newly identified funerary unit, human burials, hundreds of funerary figurines, protective amulets, imported pottery, and rare archaeological evidence that is expected to contribute significantly to the study of life and death in the Nile Delta over 2 millennia ago. The discovery underscores the archaeological and scientific importance of Tel Quesna as one of the most significant non-royal cemeteries in the central Nile Delta. The value of the find extends beyond the diversity of the unearthed artifacts, providing new evidence that enhances understanding of funerary customs, as well as the cultural and economic interactions that shaped the region during the late and Greco-Roman periods, said Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Sherif Fati. According to Hesham Al-Lithi, Secretary General of the SCA, the newly discovered funerary unit features a well-planned architectural layout comprising a central hall connected to several burial chambers through vaulted entrances. Archaeological evidence suggests the chambers were originally covered by vaulted ceilings, while the surviving entrances allow researchers to reconstruct the monument's original design. Excavations also uncovered a number of human burials in the traditional Assyrian position, preserved to varying degrees, together with an exceptional assemblage of artifacts associated with funerary rituals. These discoveries offer valuable insights into the religious beliefs and burial traditions practiced during the period. Among the most remarkable finds were 560 faience Ushabti figurines discovered inside one of the burial chambers, produced in various sizes and forms, but all depicting the traditional Assyrian figure. Several of the figurines bear inscriptions derived from the Book of the Dead. The mission also recovered a rich collection of protective amulets carved from semi-precious stones, including finger amulets, wedget amulets, the Eye of Horus, Tiet, the Isis knot amulets, and representations of ancient Egyptian deities. According to Mohammed Abdelbadi, head of the ancient Egyptian antiquities sector at the SCA, these objects symbolize protection, strength, and rebirth in ancient Egyptian religious belief. The excavations further yielded a variety of pottery vessels, including plates and bowls of different sizes, as well as a ceramic vessel containing residues believed to have been used in mummification or funerary rituals. 2 pottery lamps were also uncovered. The mission also found large quantities of blue and green faience beads that are believed to have formed part of a funerary net or body covering placed over one of the deceased. Evidence of Egypt's international connections also emerged from the excavation. Mission Director Nermin El Morsi revealed that archaeologists uncovered imported pottery from the Greek island of Rhodes, including the handle of an amphora stamped with the name of its maker. The find provides tangible evidence of active trade between Egypt and the Mediterranean during the late and Greco-Roman periods, and highlights the site's role within regional commercial networks. The excavation also documented several unusual funerary practices that are currently under scientific investigation. Among the most notable was the discovery of pottery plates deliberately placed beneath the arms of an individual buried in the Assyrian position, with another vessel positioned between the thighs. Some of the vessels contain traces of substances believed to have been used in funerary rituals, offering rare evidence for understanding burial ceremonies practiced at the site. Discovered in 1991, the Tel Quesna Necropolis is considered one of the most important non-royal cemeteries in the central Nile Delta. Its numerous funerary units dating to successive historical periods make it a key archaeological site for tracing the evolution of burial traditions, religious beliefs and funerary practices in the Delta throughout ancient Egyptian history. Another theory: 2 massive structures near Egypt's Red Pyramid may be the remains of ancient dams rather than stone transport ramps, according to a new study that proposes the monuments formed part of an extensive water management system more than 4,500 years ago. The research, published in Heritage Science, presents what the authors describe as the first evidence that 2 giant dams once spanned the Wadi Dashur, alongside a water diversion channel west of the Red Pyramid, which was built during the reign of Pharaoh Sneferu around 2550 BCE. Researchers Xavier Landreau, Guillaume Piton and Sayed Hameda use satellite imagery, watershed mapping and hydrological analysis to reassess the long stone structures, which have traditionally been interpreted as ramps used to transport building materials. Instead, the team argues that the structures display the engineering characteristics of dams. Each extends between 600 and 700 metres across the valley and is anchored into the surrounding hillsides, a configuration the researchers say is more consistent with water retention infrastructure than transport routes. According to the study, the eastern structure likely functioned as the primary dam, holding back seasonal floodwaters, while the western structure may have served as a secondary check dam. Equipped with what researchers described as a duckbill-shaped weir, it could have trapped sediment and regulated water flowing into a nearby diversion channel. Hydrological modelling suggests that Wadi Dashur was connected to western tributaries of Wadi Tafla, giving the system access to a catchment area of at least 100 square kilometres and possibly as much as 400 square kilometres. The proposed dams lie close to the Red Pyramid, the world's first successfully completed smooth-sided pyramid, raising the possibility that the structures played a role in managing water resources during its construction. The researchers suggest the diversion channel west of the pyramid may have directed water to areas where it was needed for construction activities, although they emphasise that further archaeological investigation will be required to confirm the dam's function. If validated, the findings would significantly alter current understanding of ancient Egyptian engineering, indicating that large-scale hydraulic infrastructure formed part of the construction landscape surrounding one of Egypt's most important Old Kingdom monuments. The authors note that the study represents an initial interpretation based on remote sensing and landscape analysis. Additional fieldwork and archaeological excavation will be needed to determine the precise date and purpose of the structures and to establish whether they were directly associated with the building of the Red Pyramid. And that's it for this week. This news podcast is brought to you by Ted Laux and GNT Tours. Ancient Egypt News is rated in the top 5 Egypt history podcasts according to feedspot.com. For 2026 tour dates, check out our website gnttours.com. Follow us on social media. Thanks for listening to this episode. Please feel free to comment and share. Until next time, thanks again. Cheers. Bye-bye.